You send a paragraph explaining your whole day. They reply with one letter, K. And somehow that single letter feels louder than an entire argument. Here's the thing, that reaction isn't random. Your brain is trained to read effort as care. A full sentence feels like someone chose to invest in you. One letter feels like the bare minimum required to acknowledge you exist. So even though K technically means the same thing as okay, your nervous system doesn't read it that way. It reads it as withdrawal. Let's break down why people actually send it. First, the efficient type. For them, K isn't cold at all, it's just fast. They're mid-task, mid-thought, mid-something else, and typing 3 extra letters feels pointless when the message is already clear. In their head, K and OK are identical. They have no idea it lands differently on the other end. Second, the annoyed type. This one is intentional. Something bothered them, and instead of saying it directly, they compressed a response on purpose. Short reply, flat tone, minimum energy. It's a passive communication of frustration without the confrontation of naming it. Psychologically, this often comes from people who were never taught how to express irritation directly, so withholding effort becomes the substitute. Third, the distracted type. Not upset, not lazy, just genuinely overwhelmed in that moment. Multiple conversations, multiple tabs open in their brain, and K is literally all the bandwidth they have left to give. Here's what's fascinating, though. The receiver almost never assumes type 1 or 3. The brain defaults straight to type 2, assuming coldness, because negative interpretations feel safer to prepare for than neutral ones. Psychologists call this negativity bias, and it's the same mechanism that makes one bad review outweigh 10 good ones in your memory. So the real gap isn't in what K means, it's in the assumption gap between sender and receiver. One thinks they said nothing wrong, the other feels like they did something wrong just by existing. Next time you get hit with a flat K, don't spiral immediately. Ask instead of assume. Hey, everything okay? Costs you 4 words and closes a gap your imagination was about to fill with something worse than the truth. If this hit home, you already know why. Subscribe for more of these.